And it is, and you acknowledge it yourself, although realizing it too late, that only weak men hit women.
So this sentencing hearing involves a deeply serious domestic violence case. Before the defendant speaks, the court hears from the survivor, and her statement makes it clear just how much damage was left behind. But now the defendant has serious medical issues, and the judge still has to decide what accountability looks like for the fear and trauma that he caused. Watch how the court handles that balance. My name is Dan. This is the Courtroom Files.
Good morning, Your Honor. APA Bart Buxton on behalf of the people of Michigan.
Good morning, Your Honor. Melissa Patrick on behalf of Mr. Wilson, Deron Wilson, who is appearing via Zoom.
Thank you. Sir, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to provide will be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury? We need to unmute him.
Yeah.
Sir, we can't hear you. Can you have somebody there who's ever with you unmute? Thank you.
It looks like May 5th was the date.
Pardon?
Looks like May 5th was the actual date.
May 5th. Oh, there he is. All right. Thank you, sir. I can hear you now. Do you swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes. Yes.
Thank you. Have you taken any medication yesterday or today?
I take my medication.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
I don't even know what. So is it anything that would interfere in your ability to understand the court or your attorney?
No.
Okay, good.
What did you say?
No. And is there medicine you're supposed to be on that you're not on?
No.
All right. And are you feeling good, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. And you've had enough time to talk with your attorney?
Yes. Talk to her already.
Thank you. And counsel, did you review the pre-sentence investigation report with him?
I did, yes, Your Honor.
All right. And sir, you pled no contest to assault with intent to great bodily harm less than murder or by strangulation attempt, which is punishable by 5 years. And there's actually 2 counts of that attempt, count 1 and 2, each punishable by 5 years. Are there any corrections, additions, deletions on behalf of the people?
Yes, Your Honor. On page 25, in the middle of the defendant's criminal history, specifically number 48 of 49, the final charges are listed. However, the level of felony is not listed next to those, so I do believe it'd be appropriate to put that information in.
All right, so you're going through the final charges?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, count 1.
So count 1, fleeing in the second degree. Unfortunately, I am unsure which fleeing in the second degree this is, either under the vehicle code or the penal code. What I will say, however, Your Honor, is that under the penal code, this is a Class C felony. Under the vehicle code, this is a Class D felony. So I believe it would be appropriate to say C and or D.
That's what I've done. I agree. Counsel, you're in agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you and your client are in agreement that he be on Zoom from the Department of Corrections and you be here not standing together, is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
And you've talked about that with him?
I have, Your Honor.
And sir, you are okay with being in the Department of Corrections and not being driven here to stand next to your attorney, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Okay, as to count two,
Count two, Your Honor, the carrying concealed weapon charge is a Class E felony.
thank you. Count three,
The resisting and obstructing, Your Honor, I believe it is a G, but let me double check that. Yes, Your Honor, that is a person G.
okay. Count four,
Count four, Your Honor, is a misdemeanor that would not be counted.
and count five, same thing, right?
Correct, Your Honor.
And then felony firearm with a visual for count six.
Yes, Your Honor. 1 moment. That one's a bit unusual because of its 2-year consecutive. Give me 1 moment, Your Honor, to look it up to your sentencing book.
Hey, your ID. Thank you.
What's odd about this report is all the way through, whoever put it together, and there's 49 dates. They didn't put the classes, so it would take us all day to do this,
I agree.
but, okay.
Your Honor, I believe they did for the other felonies, maybe not the misdemeanors, but I believe they did that for the felonies, and that would be what's most important in regards to.
You know, if you go through, I don't know, they missed some, like there's assault by strangulation and, oh, that's, I guess, charges. Oh, it's still pending. I don't know.
Yeah, so looking through the rest of them, Your Honor, I believe they are listed for the rest of them that have final charges on them. Let me go through one more time, Your Honor.
Okay. There's also 26 or 49 says the sentencing is pending. Why is that? That's from 2011.
I think maybe because a portion of this is from, this report is from 2017.
Okay. Yeah, this thing needs to be updated in multiple ways, but okay.
It looks as though, Your Honor, the rest of the felonies do have a class next to them. No, the misdemeanors don't necessarily. Oh, there is actually one more
Yeah,
that does not have on 41 of 49, retail fraud first degree.
did you figure out the other issue before we go to that, felony?
Oh, the felony firearm. One moment, Your Honor, I got this straight.
Okay.
Your Honor, felony firearms MCL 750.227B. And when I pull that up in my list of convictions, it is not listed. My understanding, however, it is a low severity felony for purposes of PRV2.
Okay, was that a capital B or a small b?
The lowercase b, Your Honor.
Okay, I just written that in, I just made a note.
I don't think that scored in quite a few of those cases, and that's why.
Okay. So then we're do the retail fraud, we can move on.
Yes, Your Honor. That retail fraud is,
There's 3 counts of that, there's
it looks like it's,
first and 1 second.
yeah, so the second is a misdemeanor,
Yeah.
Your Honor.
I'm just gonna note misdemeanor.
And it's a property offense, so it would be scored. In regards to retail fraud first, Your Honor, I know it's a low severity, but give me one moment to get the exact amount. It's a property crime E, class E.
All right, thank you. Any other corrections, additions, deletions?
Not to the body, Your Honor.
Any corrections, additions, deletions, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor. Try to keep these separate. In the pre-sentence investigation, from 2017, that is the only place that I received where the family information is listed on page 19. His mother, Aquilina Wilson. Are you there yet?
I don't have the old one that I can see. Just have a new one.
Okay. And the new one, they did not include any family information.
Just to make a note to include the family.
Okay.
Or is that all they're missing, or they're missing a whole lot? They're working by,
Well-
missing by working history, et cetera, right?
Yeah, family, working, and education.
Okay, so. Work,
And health and all of that.
education, health. Missing, and what was the correction of the family?
So Aquilina Wilson,
Could you spell that, please?
Avalena Wilson, now lives in California. His father, Moses Hepburn, Hepburn, lives in Detroit, Michigan. In the previous report, there was only 1 child listed. He actually now has 6 children. The original child that was listed, Faith Daylon Wilson, or just Faith Wilson. She's now 21 years old.
Okay,
There's a Anna Leah, Anale.
is it 2 words?
I think it's 1 word,
Okay.
Anna Leah. Moody,
Times ANNAL,
EYA.
okay, Moody,
Moody, Moody, she's 9. Liliana, Lilyanna, Buford, Buford, she's also 9.
okay,
David Johnson is 10. Madelyna, Madelyna Wilson is 9.
okay,
Darion, I believe it's Daronne, Wilson is 8.
PAR
Ionne, I believe is how it's spelled.
Wilson, okay,
And she's 8. His employment, he was employed at Sunoco gas station on Martin Luther King for 14 months until his arrest in 2022.
so what are the dates of that? And what did you do?
Well, I was kind of rushing.
Okay, so, that's okay, so employment for how long?
14 months.
For 14 months until arrest.
Yeah, and November of 2022 was his arrest. And Under his health, he had a stroke in 2022. He had a stroke in 2023, as well as the prior ones. He's had 3 surgeries on his eyes, and he's currently blind.
Okay,
I think that's it.
all right, I put those corrections and then I made a note to put all this together, so.
Your Honor.
Yeah.
I just had a chance to talk to the victim, Ms. Rodriguez. She informed me that that the names were not spelled, some of the names were not spelled correctly.
Okay, what are
Madalena Wilson is spelled Maddalena.
MAD, let me just start this again.
Sorry.
Hang on one second, no, it's not, it's just that I wanna wait out what, so we get the correct one. There's some white out somewhere. Right. You're tough. You don't wanna throw things in? It's okay, everyone else does.
It's tempting, but no.
Thank you. Okay, try that again.
Maddalena.
Okay,
And Darian is spelled DER.
just 1 minute. DER?
ION.
I-O-N. Okay, I made those corrections.
I apologize for that. Your
No
Honor.
problem.
I'm guessing. That's all the changes that we had.
And answer the guidelines, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Due to the issues with not having those previous counts listed as the felony types that they are, I believe that PRV1 should be scored at 25 points, Your Honor. PRV1 is in regards to high severity felonies that the defendant has been previously convicted of.
That's on both counts, correct?
That would be on both counts, Your Honor, correct?
Thank you. Any objection, counsel?
Now that I know about them, no, but I think it only makes.
Changes have been made, I would agree with counsel.
So that would be 25 points on PRV1.
Okay, so any other corrections?
Not in regards to the PRVs, Your Honor.
Okay, so what's the total then?
The total I have based off that additional 25 is 80, which would change the PRV level to F.
Okay. Changes been made, how to go, please.
Yes, Your Honor. In regards to OV13 is in regards to the pattern of criminal behavior. I believe that OV13 should be scored at 25 points. That states that the offense was part of a pattern of felonious criminal activity involving 3 or more crimes against a person. Your Honor, as Mr. Wilson is currently charged with 2 counts of attempted assault with potentially great bodily harm or by strangulation, both of which are person crimes. And looking at his criminal history, specifically number 48 of 49 on page 25, he was charged in that case with resisting and obstructing a police officer, which is also a person crime, which would mean that there was a pattern of 5 or 3 or more person crimes within 5 years. So I believe that OV13 should be scored at 25.
Any objection?
Let me take a look at that. I didn't realize that the prosecuting attorney has any issues with the scoring.
And I apologize, I would have had a chance.
I think it's because they did a bad job of combining these reports, so.
I guess I would question whether there was an actual 5 years difference. The offense date for number 48 was April of 2017. And the offense date for the offenses for this case is November of 2022.
response?
I agree, Your Honor. I apologize. I was looking at the plea date, and so I apologize. I agree that it's
So-
outside the 5 years.
OB 13 should be 0.
Yes.
All right, so then I'm just gonna make the changes to the PVs on the basic information sheet, and we're ready to proceed. Is that correct?
That will also change the guideline range, Your Honor, in regards to the PRVs.
Okay.
So give me one moment, because I had it calculated for the OB 13. Instead of 12 to 24, Your Honor, it would be 14 to 29.
No objection to that.
Corrections are made on the sentencing guideline sheets as well as basic information sheet. And then everything should be consistent. Okay, thank you. Everyone here who wishes to address the court.
We do, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ma'am, would you like to come up to the podium?
Yes, ma'am.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to provide will be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury? Thank you. Put your hand down. Brian, could you move the microphone closer to her? Just bend it toward her. And could you please spell your name for the record?
My name is Madison Rodriguez, Madison. Rodriguez is Rodriguez.
Thank you. Ma'am, what would you like me to know? Thank you for being here.
First of all, I'm sorry, I'm nervous, but
Everyone's nervous there. Just talk to me like we're ladies having coffee and we'll be good, okay? It's nothing to be frightened of. The robe scares everybody, but
yes, ma'am.
just let's have a conversation. Tell me what's going on.
Well, I know before the situation happened, I felt really secure in myself as a mother and as a person in my community. And even though me and Duran have had issues in the past, I was hoping that with our children, Madeline and Darian, that we would be able to have a better relationship in co-parents. And I feel really stupid in trusting that instinct in myself because of what happened. I've struggled trusting my decisions since then. I've been through therapy for multiple years and it helped for a little while. I now realize that even though it was my choice to allow him to be around me and my kids, it is not my fault that he did what he did. That is a decision that Duran made on himself, and I've taken less blame on myself for that. But my children are still suffering. They still have nightmares. I had a vehicle that he would drive sometimes, and I recently got rid of it because every time I would pull into the driveway with that car, my daughters would have panic attacks, thinking that it was Duran coming to get them. They slept me for over a year because they were too scared to be in their rooms by themselves. I have nightmares at night. If I hear a bump in the night, I feel like it's him coming into the house again. And the prosecuting attorney has notified me of what guidelines she might be referring to, and it makes me really sad that he may not be doing prison time because he caused a lot of trauma with my family. Sorry.
Well, he's in prison now.
I know, but prison now, standing trial, waiting for sentencing is one thing. Serving time for what you did is a separate matter.
I agree. So let me decide. Do you know when he's getting out?
Your Honor, according to the information that I have, he is set to go in front of the parole board at the earliest on January 10th of 2027. And that he has been in custody for 939 days at this time as a result of this parole violation.
Okay, and the Killebrew was for no upfront jail. Did he violate while he was on bond?
Your Honor, there was no The reason he's in custody right now is due to this incident, the parole violation being this new incident.
I see, but everything since then is done okay.
My understanding, Your Honor, is that there may have been some, at this point in time, it's unclear whether Mr. Wilson has made communication with the victim or not.
Because I'm wondering if, because the violation would nullify the kilogrue. So I'm wondering if that's the case.
My understanding is since the plea, there has not been a violation.
Would you agree with that, ma'am?
Since the plea, yes, but while he's been incarcerated, no. I've got multiple phone calls from prison, multiple people showing at my house in Duran's Blue, I guess the word is. And I've had multiple people show up at families' houses. I've had people show up at my job, the girls' school,
I can take care
everywhere.
of that.
Everywhere. I just feel like if he can't leave me alone in prison, what is he gonna do when he gets out?
And are you divorced from him, or were you
Me
ever
and him were
married?
never married.
And is there an issue of child support? I think I saw there's child support.
There is a child support order for both of our children,
But he's not paying.
but he has not been paying. There's currently a balance on that.
Okay. What else would you like me to know, ma'am?
I don't know what to say. I just want to feel safe. And I haven't even been able to feel safe while he's been in prison. So I guess my worry is what's going to happen if he does make parole and gets out. I want my children to feel safe in their home.
Has the family court ordered, first of all, is the family court here in this building? Or a different?
No, it's here in this building.
Okay. And has the family court ordered a visitation?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you requested that be denied or supervised?
I was told originally that I had to wait until the end of this trial to do that, that's just the advice that was given.
Okay, and who's your judge? Do you know?
I do not know, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
My children are almost 10, I can't remember.
Okay, they might have changed since you were.
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to know what I need to set up. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. And anything else, ma'am?
No, I know that Duran has taken classes before for domestic violence and other things, but it doesn't seem like that worked because of the situation that we're in. And I would hope that maybe some counseling or something would be ordered just so he doesn't do this again. And then I don't know what you can do to protect me, but a protective a PPO or something to keep him away from me or my kids. That would be asked respectfully.
The PPOs are downstairs. I
Yes,
can
ma'am.
do a no contact order. The recommendation from probation is really for fines, costs, and restitution. But there's nothing that I can see that precludes me from putting him on probation to monitor him. And then if things don't go well, he goes right back to prison.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I can put a GPS tether on him.
Yes, ma'am.
And it looks like there's multiple jurisdictions that have warrants for him that he needs to clean up.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
I don't know why probation would recommend fines and costs when there's a whole lot of stuff we've got to clean up. This would be for cleaning his life up, including all of that. So I'm not gonna let go of this.
Okay.
Okay, which is the recommendation from them, which apparently they haven't read the file.
Yes, ma'am.
So they haven't read the file. Because this is, 49 times he's been in trouble with the law. It looks like a lifetime of this, so.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so what about, he's got all these kids, siblings see their.
Yeah, my children do not see their siblings. Duran has caused a lot of trauma between the children's mothers where we don't get along. And instead of having my children be involved in that drama, I tend to just keep them to myself. I do have 2 children with Duran, Aquilina, and Daria.
Okay, and you are asking for restitution, is that correct, or no?
I'm so sorry, I don't know that.
So restitution, they should have talked to you about that. The
Sorry.
restitution, no, it's not your fault. No apologies. You're not required to know that, okay? Restitution is to make you whole. So if you had co-pays, medical co-pays, if you ripped your shirt, touched your phone, anything that would make you whole financially. I can't undo what he did, but we can help out with the finances directly related to the crimes. So I don't know if he.
Respectfully and honestly, I had medical insurance to cover my medical bills.
What were the co-pays?
And I had Medicaid at the time, so the co-pays were covered.
Okay, what about any property damage or loss?
I didn't have any property damage. He did take my car when he fled the scene, but I have since got that back and have struggled with it, so I had to get rid of it.
Okay, did you have any storage or other costs related to that?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so you're not asking for restitution?
No, ma'am.
You just want him to stay away?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am, I know that what you've described to me is you feel unsure, uncertain, weak, all of those things I hear regularly, but it only takes a strong person to come and face it, to come and talk publicly. So you are strong, give yourself credit for that.
Thank you.
Everything in life, I want you to think about this for you and your kids, everything that happens to us happens for us, not to us, even though this was horrifying for you and your family.
Yes, ma'am.
And these are all teachable moments, so, everybody's learned something, and none of this was your fault.
Yes, ma'am.
You still need to trust your gut and understand that love causes everyone to second guess, to give the other person credit that they don't deserve, so credit yourself with a big heart.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you didn't do anything wrong, he did everything wrong.
I think I'm proud of myself the most for just standing up for myself this time.
Exactly.
And it wasn't the first time, but this time I stood on my instincts and said enough was enough.
And it's not just standing up for you, but for all women who are abused, and I see them daily, but also, most importantly, for your children,
Yes,
to be their voice, the voice of the voiceless. There's no bigger
especially
gift
since
you,
they have autism, we talk to themselves.
no bigger gift you have. So, you didn't do anything wrong, they have a right to feel safe. I am going to, order a no contact order between, you and him, but that would include children. Okay, so, we can send a copy of these orders down to the family court, we'll figure out which judge it is, and then you can always petition, if it doesn't pay support. I don't know what your ultimate goal is, and you might want to talk to a lawyer, or the family court. If it doesn't pay support or see the children for 2 years, you could, ask for parental termination, child support would still occur. I don't know if that's what you want to do, maybe that would harm the children in the long run, knowing that that happened, I really don't know. But you do have options, and so talk to somebody who's trained in family law to look at those options and see what you and your children are comfortable with, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Meanwhile, if he does contact you, I need you to contact us, and I will contact the warden and do what I can do within my power.
I have changed my phone number since then, so hopefully there won't be any phone calls. But, and I will monitor my social media because that's where the contact is coming.
And then as the children get older, monitor their social media and all of that. So it sounds like you're doing everything right. And, you are just extraordinarily strong. Credit yourself. Do not take yourself down.
Thank you.
Leave all of that pain with him. Leave it in this courtroom. You go out with pride and strength and all the lessons that you've learned and share them and just live in joy, man.
Yes, ma'am.
That's an order.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
On behalf of the people,
Yes, Your Honor. You had stated a lot of things that I was going to be requesting. I would agree that probation would be appropriate given the terms of everything here, Your Honor. Ms. Rodriguez just wants to be left alone, and I would agree that a no contact order in regards to her and both of the children, Madalena Wilson as well as Darian Wilson, would be appropriate given the situation, Your Honor. Ms. Rodriguez has suffered a lot at the hands of Mr. Wilson. So at the very least, I believe a probationary period of at least 24 months would be appropriate given the situation, Your Honor. As I had stated, he is currently in MDOC and will not be available for parole release till the earliest of January 10th of 2027, based off the paperwork that I've received, based off of the paperwork and the PSI. So that's what the people would be requesting at this time, Your Honor. Thank you.
thank you, counsel. Thank you, Your Honor.
First I wanted to point out to the court that Ms. Rodriguez's phone number has been blocked completely at the prison for a very long time. So I'm not exactly sure of how phone calls are getting through to her from whomever, but I provide verification to the prosecuting attorney that she's blocked completely from the prison.
Good, I appreciate that, and I'm sure she's comfortable knowing that or happy knowing that. Thank you.
Your Honor, first of all, I wanted to point out Mr. Wilson's condition. I guess sometimes the powers that be take care of situations that we can't take care of. At this point, Mr. Wilson is lodged in the medical unit of Egler. He has a caregiver. He has no mobility. He is blind. Before his right eye was removed, he had a very bad infection, so he suffered a lot of pain. He is incontinent. I mean, I can go on and on and on. When he is released from the prison, he will be going to an assisted living facility here in Lansing. I believe it's the Fairview facility. And he just has a lot of limitations. And I think he has, he's paid for the things that he's done in many ways that this court cannot atone for. And I wanted to also point out that the convictions that the court cited, or not the convictions, but the outstanding cases that the court cited, those were from 2017. I agree that there needs to be an update so that we can know exactly, because Mr. Wilson says that those things are cleared, but there are a lot of them, and I think that there needs to be follow-up on that.
And it might be, because I'm surprised some of them are 2011. He's been in front of a judge 49 times at a minimum, and this record looks like half of them were not dealt with, so they've got to clean this up, but nonetheless, it follows him. And so hopefully by ordering probation to look at this or whatever with him, they can get it cleaned up, or you can help in that. I don't know, but these can't stay like that, because basically, once he walks out of prison, he can be walking right into jail because there's so many outstanding issues.
I agree, Your Honor, completely. So I know that there's a recommendation for fines, costs, and restitution only. I did discuss the importance of not contacting the victim with Mr. Wilson and how important it is. And I understand, based upon my conversations with him, that he wants to try to reestablish a relationship with his two children. But I did also emphasize to him that he would need to work with the court or work with someone so that he don't have contact with Ms. Rodriguez, even if that's possible, to reestablish a relationship. He said that he understood that. So, Your Honor, my client throws himself at the mercy of the court at this point. I understand that even though probation wasn't recommended, I understand that the court needs to have some sort of jurisdiction over him in order to enforce a no contact order. So in that case, we're asking for a minimal amount of probation, whatever the court determines that to be. But keeping in mind that when he is released, he will have limited resources for a while until he can, establish, disability, which I'm sure he'll probably qualify for, and those types of things. But he will have very limited resources as far as reporting and things like that. But I am sure that he understands, based upon my conversation with him, that there will be no contact with Ms. Rodriguez.
Thank you. Sir, what would you like me to know?
She asked me.
Yes, she's talking to you.
I can't hear if she say. Yeah.
She's listening, sir.
Okay. First, I want to say that I'm just sorry for everything happening then, and that judge said something to her that was very important, and that is how strong she is. Because I'm the person that was weak and very immature, and it will never amount to how strong person she is for self and the children we have. I a person wrong, and it shows for for me that when things have happened, that no one was wrong but me. And I know I cannot remember everything, or cannot change everything, but sometimes when you're wrong, and you don't hold yourself accountable, that life catch up with you, and it caught up with me in a lot of ways. And the pain I caused for her and for our kids is not right. That's all. And I'm sorry for that, and for the way make her feel unsafe, and that's wrong for me. And there's no excuse for doing wrong, and I have no excuse for wrong in my life. And I want for the judge know that anything that I have to do to make sure that I'm on the side of right choice for her and the kids is what I have to do now. I had to have my other eye take out, and made me blind now, and made me realize that you never I never put time in the important things, and help people, and instead I hurt people, and people like my children, my mother, and our kids should never have been hurt by me at all. She is strong, and I'm the weak one, and I hope that one day I can find a way to be as strong as she, and to be the father that I need to be for for my children. And I say I'm so sorry for everything because I was wrong, not her. I was wrong. She was not doing anything wrong. I was wrong. And I'm I'm so sorry for to her and to our children also, and to the judge lady. I'm so sorry to.
Thank you, sir. I think, did you want to add something else?
I want to say too that everything you do in life, there's wrong. There's way to catch up with you, and me losing my sight is what I believe is my punishment for everything. I know I may not ever see my kids in person, but to know that I hurt them, I'd rather take all the pain instead of give them what I gave the pain I give them instead. And I want to ask if I do get patient, that it be the kind that's long, so I can show that I'm not the person I was before. I want to make sure I am example for men that make mistakes and not just something talk about.
Thank you, sir.
That's all.
Thank you. Everybody does make mistakes. You have made your share of them. 49 times you've been in front of a judge with a lot of misdemeanors, felonies. You've had very little respect for the women around you, the children around you, your community, law enforcement. You've had little respect for yourself, quite frankly. So I do appreciate that you have apologized. I do appreciate you recognize that all these things now have happened to you, and maybe that's your penance for all the things you've done. I don't know. I'm just a judge here. You and God can have a talk at some point and figure all that out. It's sad to me, and I have to believe on behalf of the mothers of your children and all your children that it is sad to them as well that it took all of this incarceration, blindness, and a couple of strokes and other health issues for you to realize that your family is important, your children matter, you wish you could see them. This is a horrible situation, but you did bring it all upon yourself. Living an unhealthy lifestyle caught up with your body. Now, my goal here in probation is safety of the victim, your children, the community. And in terms of rehabilitation, I'm not sure what we can offer you given all of your medical conditions. So, sir, while you said you're sorry to the victim and your children. Sorry just doesn't heal her. Your kids are having nightmares. They look at a certain car, they hear a certain noise. She hears a certain noise. They're afraid it's you. That is not going to go away for a very long time. That is trauma that they have to deal with probably the rest of their lives. The women in your life all deserve roses, not bruises, not to feel threatened. And it is, and you acknowledge it yourself, although realizing it too late, that only weak men hit women. And the consequence is that you no longer have those women in your life, you no longer will have this woman, and she is a very strong woman, as you've seen and as you acknowledged. And I appreciate you recognize that you were the only one wrong here, but again, sir, it's too little too late. You could have had a wonderful life with these children and this woman who came before this court and spoke so eloquently with tears in her eyes because she didn't expect to have to be here. She expected to have a safe, wonderful life with you. And now she is forced to look at you in your situation and unravel what's happened to her and the children and say to this court, she doesn't want to be near you, she can't be with you, your children can't be with you, and I do not blame her, and I don't think you do either. So make good on your word and stay away from her. It is the decision of this court to place you on probation for 36 months. The no contact order is the primary reason of this. I want that to be very clear. You will not have any contact with Madison Rodriguez or your two children that you have with her. If at any time she petitions the family court and they grant supervised parenting time, it will be when a therapist says that those children are ready to see you. They have been so traumatized, they're not ready to see you, sir. So when a trained therapist, their mother, and the family court judge and I all agree, then you can have contact. It will start with supervised parenting time to see how that goes, as long as everybody's on the same page and your children want it. I don't know how your children will feel a few months from now or after they go through treatment, but so you're not in good shape. I don't expect you to live the next decade or 2 decades or 3 decades, as someone your age might. So they might want to have contact with you before you see God. Now, I hope the best for you, and I hope that you do live a very long life and that your health gets back. But sir, at 44, your body's really, it's taken a toll. So I don't know how much longer you have. I don't know what doctors have told you, and I don't need to know. But your children may want some contact. And so that will be under very strict conditions. And it's for them, not you. I understand that now you have found the love for your family, but it's a bit late. Your family's afraid of you. So those conditions will be in place, and a copy of this court note or my orders or probation will go down to the family court judge. And we will figure all this out if and when. Now, I would like to have a GPS teller on him, but I think that might complicate things because he can't see. He's going to be under conditions where he's going to have to be driven. So I don't know that he's going to go anywhere that we don't know about. But I am going to order a copy of this to go to his caregiver or be part of his care plan when he leaves, because they need to know what his restrictions are. So he's not going to be able to use the phone, letters, communication through third parties, with Ms. Rodriguez or those children. And as to the children, I've outlined how that will happen. And he will not be within 1,000 feet of their school, residence, place of employment. He'll have to pay a crime victims the amount of $130 and a state cost the amount of $136. Quite honestly, I think the state is silly for this, but I have to order it. I don't know when they're gonna get it, but I'm not gonna put a time limit on it. We're not gonna keep, probation open if this is not paid. He has no ability to pay, he can't work, he's truly indigent. So I guess the state's gonna do what the state's gonna do. This just doesn't make sense to me. If he has money, it should first go to child support, and then going to order the child support, if there is anything to collect, goes, to the mother of his children who have family court orders first before these monies are paid. Additionally, I'm going to order that he work with, SSI or SSD, or so that the children can apply for Social Security disability. I don't know if, if they're receiving that, but Social Security disability is an offset to child support, and those children are eligible. So if he's receiving that, the children should too, and he will cooperate in preparing that paperwork. And so Ms. Rodriguez and he can have contact for the sole purpose of filling out that paperwork and applying. Those children deserve that. That's why we pay taxes. So I think she's okay with that, but I don't think the contact should necessarily be directly with him, or if it is directly with him, it should be also with his caregiver who is filling out the paperwork since he is blind. So they can work in cooperation for the benefit of the children in that regard. I think that is fair for everybody. And he will not have any guns, ammunition, illegal drugs. I don't know that I'm going to order anything else except that probation can have access without a warrant to any place he resides to make sure there's no illegal drugs, alcohol, guns, ammunition, etc. In terms of rehabilitation, he should go through any counseling that we can offer, but given his limited situation, I'm not sure, being a stroke patient and being under the care, what we can offer. So if there is something we can do in terms of anger management, grief counseling, domestic violence treatment, we should get him the help he needs, but I leave that up to his treaters and probation to figure out, but he'll comply with anything that he can do, because as he heals, and hopefully he will, if he wants contact with those children, he needs to participate in treatment, cognitive therapy, behavioral therapy, and all of that, so that he can have appropriate parenting time, if and when.
Understood.
365 days jail credit. For 0 days, the balance of the jail is held. So he should be able to go from his release to whatever housing facility will take care of him. Probation will meet with him one time per month. They can do that on the phone, they can do that on Zoom, or they can go visit him. I assume he's gonna be in the Lansing area somewhere. So however they wanna manage this. Is there anything I missed?
The only other thing, Your Honor, is as the defendant is currently still serving his sentence in the 17-24-266 FH due to the parole violation, I do believe there is mandatory consecutive sentencing. I don't know if we want to add that as well, just to make it very clear that he's not receiving any time for what he's currently serving right now.
So it would be the mandatory consecutive, and that was my intent. He's gonna be released, and then this time doesn't count, but if something happens, then we impose it, because I'm holding it in abeyance, but I appreciate that. And the probation technically will have to start within the first, he has to keep his address and phone number current with probation, and it will start when he's released on parole. So we don't have any gap, but the no contact order starts now. And it should be in place already.
And it is, Your Honor, and I appreciate that. I just wanted to clarify that.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Thank you. Ma'am, did we address all your concerns?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and then the SSD, I don't know if he's gonna get it, but certainly if is he on SSD?
Well, not currently. What I think will probably happen is once he's released, he'll be assigned a medical advocate, someone locally here that can work with him to get qualified for an SSD, and they can work with her to get the children qualified as well. So they don't have to communicate in order to get those applications done for social security.
So that would be a third party. It's not like communication through a third party, but that medical advocate or whomever, or they all need to sit together, but it needs to be supervised. So it's only discussions about this. I appreciate that. Is that okay with you, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
It's for the benefit of you and your children, as well as, I guess, his other children as well, who fill all that out. So do you understand that, sir? You really need to apply for the SSD. You've worked, so I don't know, it takes a while, but you need to apply so that that monies, if you're eligible, if they're eligible to receive money on behalf of your disabilities, that's an offset to child support. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am, but
Okay. Did you have a question?
yes, I don't know how to do in that.
Yes, I know that, and so you're going to have a medical advocate as soon as you're released from prison. Now, the prison may have some social workers you could talk to, and they could maybe get the paperwork started, because that paperwork takes a long time, and Social Security often denies, and then when you get a lawyer, they accept it. It's a whole long, terrible process, but there are people who will be able to help you. So you'll have an advocate outside, once you're released, but the prison system may also have someone, so you might want to ask someone if they can help you get the SSD, the Social Security Disability, started.
Okay.
Because that's where your benefits are also.
If I pass away, will they still help her and the kids?
As long as your name, as long as you are on the birth certificate of your children, once you pass away, they can apply for Social Security under your name, and they would be provided, I don't know, there's a formula to that, so Social Security would kick in for all of your minor children. And the mothers will have to activate that, so, all right, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, well, we hope you don't pass away, I hope you get stronger, but I appreciate you thinking of different options, because you don't look in good shape, but hopefully you're getting stronger, not weaker, and you're gonna be able to enjoy it in years. All right? You have 42 days to request appellate counsel. Your attorney will send you those. Counsel, have you gone over those, or?
I will go over them, and I will mail this as well.
Okay, great. So we're gonna send you your appellate rights. If you're unhappy with this, you have 42 days to appeal, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good luck to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
You know, there's a difference between acknowledging someone's current suffering and excusing the harm that they caused. The judge seemed very clear on that distinction, in my opinion, but I'm curious what you think about all this, so take a moment and let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor and check out one of the two that are on your screen right now. Thank you so much for watching.